Mate 40 here. So I resumed my sponsoring work down under, and I'm talking to sponsees about how you translate inspiration into perspiration. So if you've got some kind of addiction, if you're watching this live stream, then in all likelihood you have some problems with human connection. And so due to these problems with human connection, probably have a greater than average need for meaning. And then when you have particularly dire need for meaning, particularly vulnerable to conspiracy theories and superstitions and cults, and making dramatic gestures like changing your religion, which is what I did 30 years ago. So if you got an above average need for meaning, then you've probably got above average need for prayer. Probably got above average need for your 12-step programs. Probably got above average need for inspiration. Because I don't think the normal person needs so much inspiration, because the normal person has human connection. Human connection is inspiration enough. People work for their families, for their children, to take care of their community, to contribute, to move ahead in their profession. But if you don't have the human connection to provide the fuel, then you're leaning very heavily on inspiration. And inspiration, it can dissipate very quickly. So yoga or whatever you do for inspiration, and then you get to work, and all the energy and the power is just gone. So how do you translate that inspiration into perspiration? And I just don't think it is consistently translatable unless you turn that inspiration into human connection. In the final analysis, it's human connection that gives us fuel. So I had a challenging few days in Australia trying to navigate Australian bureaucracy, and what's pepped up my spirits is my connection to my family, to my friends. So I had a great lunch with a mate from Facebook yesterday. Just got completely recharged. So prior to the lunch I was feeling pretty tired and discouraged. Then after the lunch I got recharged. And he pointed out all these ways to connect in the Sydney Jewish community and how to look for a job in Sydney. And that fired me up, that inspired me, that got me going. So, and you can't translate Torah study, Talmud study, yoga study, meditation practices, 12-step programs. There's no consistent way to translate inspiration and perspiration without that human connection thing. Right? Human connection is our source of fuel, and then as well as a power greater than ourselves. But heard 12-step programs referred to as driver's skin on it. And so the skin is human connection. So God's no mind, God's going to be translated into human connection. Power of 12-step programs is a connection to other people, because you share stories, you share challenges, you share tools, you share all these ways to turn inspiration into perspiration. But if after you talk to your sponsor, after you pray, after you get up and read, after you go to synagogue, after you wrap the tefillin, after you go to yoga class, and then all the power is gone, all the energy is gone, all the enthusiasm is gone, and I think it's fundamentally a problem of human connection. You're not going to be able to go on just meaning and inspiration indefinitely. There's no recovery without human connection. There's no consistent power and effort and energy and drive without human connection. So meaning is great, inspiration is great. When the rubber hits the road, unless all that meaning and inspiration is translated into human connection, it's not going to be there. It's just going to turn off. Maybe all inspired by your Bible study, but then you get to work and you've got mundane tasks ahead of you. It's not going to be so thrilling.